Centuries ago, there wasn't a speck of pollution in what is now Syracuse. Astonishing to think this city once flourished, and at the heart of this success was the double-edged sword of Onondaga Lake and the salt it provided.
I think the salt industry put our community in a psychological frame of mind that lake was for industry.
It wasn't long before the Industrial Revolution made its way to Syracuse, leaving an everlasting impact that would eventually prove to be consequential.
By 1950, there were some 140 companies that were dumping directly into the lake or into tributaries that went into the lake. And
before the dumping of waste started, the lake served a different purpose. It was a special place to both the wide variety of wildlife and the Onondagas.
This lake is sacred. This is the birthplace of Western democracy. About 1,000 years ago, the peacemaker came among the 5 nations, the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, Seneca, convinced them to stop fighting each other, bury their weapons of war, and form the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, which is the model for Western democracy.
Tripoli and Heath both mentioned that there once was a whitefish indigenous only to Onondaga Lake and became a delicacy in New York City's Delmonico's restaurant. Now,
and so we've gone from that around 1900 to the most polluted lake in the country. Shameful.
Every dispute has 2 sides. On the one hand, the Onondaga Nation would like the lake to be restored to its original condition, meaning that all pollution and toxins would be rid from the lake. Yet on the other hand, once regarded as the most polluted lake in the country, the lake has made incredible strides in reducing the toxins and pollution that lie beneath the surface.
Completely safe. It is constantly monitored. There's no threats. There were no threats to human health during the construction process. So by no means, now that there's an actual remedy, now that there's a full cap, and now that everything's completely closed and fine, are there any threats? And so people who say otherwise are just quite frankly making up their own information.
Heath would say otherwise.
You can't leave 80% of toxic chemicals in the bottom of a lake and expect the water to get clean.
Yet, Ryan Fogg, who has been fishing at the lake for more than 5 years, will tell you that while he doesn't trust the cleanliness, there has been a lot of improvement.
It doesn't smell anymore. That's good. It's just not as murky as it used to be.
While the lake will probably never be as it once was, the lake's very existence today is proof that Syracuse has a second chance.
it's really a special place ecologically and naturally that was came pretty close to being lost forever.
As far as if the lake is swimmable, just ask a glacier.
I swam 2 miles in it. I swam from the boat launch to Willow Bay, wakeboarding last year, and I'm going to do some more water swimming.
As for Ryan,
I don't think so. I can't trust it.
the lake is a Syracuse spectacle that must be preserved and maintained. Centuries ago, it was a beneficial part of society. Today, we must benefit from it in other ways, all the while protecting its natural beauty. Andrew Leffler, NCC News.